Poetry plucks a moment, a feeling, a passing season, a fading flower, a rushing face, a cavernous pain, and knows that nothing arrives and nothing goes without meaning. Poetry then is nothing more than the crayon traces of feelings we felt as life went rushing by. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. I would hate to be that man. I'm just glad I have so many lives, though there is always the promise of disaster, a sense of an abyss or a wall. I could choose tranquil, I could choose full. Every day, dawn to dusk, I live with joys. Because incidents have to be more than memories, and I should not lean into disuse. I will not be a naysayer to life just because I'm afraid of consequence. Nature has invested too much in me. A dream, a hope, XY chromosomes, an act, an orgasm, a mother who loved, a father who nurtured, a world which fed, a universe which nudged me ahead. And now, if I stand by the wayside, wanting quiet, if I say no to overtures of life, if I stay full at day end, if I let fear overwhelm me, if I am weary and let things go, if I seek tranquility over turbulence, if I say my soul's weary, give me a break, if I'm afraid of spreading myself thin, and if I was this man, I would hate to know him. I fear disuse. I fear lack of purpose. Not necessarily in terms of conclusions, but more in terms of direction. Whatever I do, I feel good to think it adds something somewhere. No, I'm not thinking of increasing the national GDP or my fame or fulfill a spouse's desire. I think of it more in terms of experience, where nothing goes waste. It could be anything, a film which knocks the daylight out of me, a music which haunts me through the day, a shadow I see lengthening as I lay in the winter sun, the unceasing drip of an incurable tap as I sit reading, of sitting silently with my dad as he nods off to sleep, of letting my mum tell a story from her childhood a millionth time because old experiences are her mainstay now. But I grow older and have started to forget. What gives me sustenance are traces of the life I have lived and am living, because that is what experience does. It makes you alive in the moment, and the moment, consequently, never ends. I'm keenly aware with each passing day of how life seems long, but days turn out to be so short. And before I know, months have gone by, and then years, and I have nothing to show for them. Not in memories, not in the senses. And I ask myself, what have I got this life for? And I battle for a full day and consequently a full life. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. If you enjoyed this poem, rate it on Spotify or leave a comment on Apple Podcast. And I have a lovely newsletter called The Uncuts, which is like a Sunday dollop of warmth and fun and beauty. Subscribe to it. The link is in the show notes. And if you loved this episode, please do share it with someone you love. See you next week.